Hey, what is up, guys? So we are back in Elden Ring because Shadow of the Erdtree trailer just dropped, and man, I am so hyped for that. And in fact, I was making an arcane build anyway, but after that trailer, I really needed to make a Faith arcane build. So yeah, this is me going through Stormveil while I talk about something else actually. So I think that I think that the meta of the game, like the meta level of the game, should be higher than 150. So why do I say that? It's because organically playing through the game, you would have around 140 to 150 levels. Um, if if you're not skipping out on anything, or if you haven't kept anything optional, if you've done everything, if you've completed all the content of the game, then it should be around level 140 to level 150. And because of the DLC, I believe that it is in the game's design to encourage you to level up further and level up through those souls or runes that you get through those new bosses and that new area. So, in like for example, in Dark Souls 3, you would like go through the entire content minus the DLC. If you go through the entire content of the game, you don't miss out on any optional boss, then I think you'd end up around level 100 to 110. But the metal level for that game was 125 because there was more content added, the DLC, which gave you more levels. And when you complete the DLC at that time, you would be around level 120 to 125. That's how that game was designed. So that ended up being the meta level. And if you wanted to invade lower than you could have, but see, for invasions, I think in Dark Souls 3, the best area to invade and the best level to invade at any point, if not level 60, then it was the level 125 in the in the Ringed City. So something like that, like something a higher level than what you would have to organically complete the game minus the DLC is what? Wait a sec. Let me kill these guys. So, a higher level than what you would have by completing the base game should be the meta to invade, or at least should just be the invasion range to invade at the new DLC area. So, why do I say that it needs to be more than 150? Because when when you're making a build with both vigor and one damage stat hard caps, that is, for example, 60 vigor and 80 strength. So if you're balancing out a build and you want to keep it around 138 and you're 60 points in vigor and 80 points in strength, then you don't really have enough points to meet some of those dex requirements, or you don't have as much equip load or endurance as much as you would want to. So at 138, it's good for invading, yeah, but it's you're spreading yourself too thin at that point, and your build is not complete. I would say at 150, you would have a complete build, except that at even at 150, sometimes the hybrid builds don't work, right? I mean, you can't have a hybrid build at level 150 comfortably. I think so. Like, for example, even if I was making, say, um, even if I was making a quality build, then I would want 60 vigor, at least 55 in both strength and dexterity. If if I'm not even considering the equip load that I would want to have, so those points in endurance, so that is not possible comfortably on a level 150 build without the Radigan sorcery. And I'm using it right now, and this thing is like, it's great for low level, but at that high of a level, or at any level really, I'm not comfortable having it on. See, my katana doesn't even work now. But yeah, at any level, I don't feel comfortable having this on. So a finished build would not have this on, if that makes sense. And there has to be a meta where a finished build can be a perfect hybrid of two damage stats, that is 55 and 55 in both those stats, and having other stats allocated more comfortably. Like, for example, if you're a caster, then you have more mind. If you want to be tanky, then you have more endurance, right? So it's not just the vigor and damage stat that you need to focus on. And such kind of hybrid builds are not possible at 150 unless you are using the Radigan Sorcerer. In my opinion, I mean, everything is possible, but that's actually cool. Wait, I'll put this on. So I don't think you're at a comfortable hybrid build at 150. Plus, you finish the game at 150, and for the DLC, you would want to level up your character more. So, I'm taking this build that I'm making right now at least to 150. That's where I'll start the DLC. And I forgot the key. Anyway, so that's where I'll start the DLC, and I will progress more from there because this is specifically I want to see if invading at a level higher than 150 in the DLC area is like super active, because that makes more sense to me, So I propose for the DLC, I propose the level. I didn't do it again. But come on. So for the DLC, I propose a level of 165 because, or 168 or 170, any of these work. Because that way you would be able to invade down to 150 and you would be able to invade up to 200, and at the same time you would have a more comfortable hybrid build. And you do want to be prepared for that level of end game content. So just, if you have like a strength build, put some points into dex to wield more weapons. If you have like a pure faith build, maybe put some points into strength, you'd need that, or endurance. Make your build more balanced out. And I'm taking this build to 165. If you guys think um, what I've said so far has made any sense, then when the DLC drops, I'll see you there. So yeah, thank you for listening to another of my um, whatever this was. another video where I just talk about gameplay and stuff. So yeah, see you in the DLC. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time.
Hey!
Peace.